All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol SRNE, Sorrento Therapeutics Inc. And before I jump into this chart, I do want to welcome all my first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to my channel, Invest for Tomorrow. I hope you guys learned something new and find this informative. So all my subscribers, I want to say thank you for always supporting me, encouraging me, giving me feedback, and also answering each other's questions down below. I want you guys to always engage in conversation. Anything you guys want to state about news or piggyback off of what I state, I highly encourage it, and I'm thankful for that. And even first-time viewers that want to comment something down below or have any questions, you guys are more than welcome to. And I appreciate the subscribers and viewers that take the time to write a comment back to those people that have questions or even, give me feedback. So I want to say thank you to you all. All right, guys, so let's jump into this chart. The first thing is it had a bullish run. Everybody's talking about it. The Hindenburg um, point of negative news, and they're trying to manipulate the stock price and so forth. And there was a lot of sell-off because fear does creep up on people when they're trading, and they tend to feel the need to get out before they lose out on profits or lose out on even whatever point they bought for. And then believers and strong believers of a stock, or those of you that feel bullish about the stock, have decided to hold, and you guys are just waiting to get through this storm, and that tends to happen. But you can definitely see how much control the bulls had here before the Hindenburg um, manipulating the stock price situation happened, and the bears have dominated this one. It got leveled off, and then the bulls have slightly reappeared, and the bears again leveled this off to the point that it was able to break through because the bulls ended the day strong and broke through the resistance level and so forth, but not enough information to know if that was used as support. There's only one candlestick, and it got rejected from here down. So we're gonna have to zoom in here, and I'd keep in mind 1059 yesterday's support level, because that was the lowest point since this sell-off, right, that the stock had. And 1059 is significant. Even from the past, when it was about to fall and the bears tried to tear it down and the bulls reappeared strong, and this continued in an upward trend from that point forward, it goes to show you that 1059 was definitely used as support, and it was not touched again. But it's really, really good to keep in mind, just in case if it gets to those lows again, and anywhere near that point, to really keep an eye on the stock. But let's go ahead and move these to their new locations. Right. So 50-day moving average is slightly above the closing price. Um, let me see. Actually, no, it landed very close to the price. It's actually below it by a little bit. Um, it is at 1334. So the 50-day moving average is 3 cents below the closing price, which is 1337. This tug of war here is right now very interesting, and tomorrow we're really going to see and know who's going to gain control from this point, because it's 3 cents above the 50-day moving average. So I'd write that down, 1334. Very, very important, because if this can start to work its way to newer highs and above the 50-day moving average, it can end up in bullish territory. And it'll be very significant if it could break through the resistance. And the resistance is 1411. If 1411 gets broken through and used as support, then this stock can start to work its way to newer highs and break through other resistance levels. After 1411, the next important point would be 1448. That's the highest point that this stock reached throughout the day. The rejection didn't start there, and the reason why is because it was the highest point, and then it leveled off a little bit, and that was the resistance level of 1411. And from 1411 on is where the rejection started to truly become significant and begin, to the point that right after this, it slowly broke through the 50-day moving average. It stayed there for a bit, and then it fell below it. And from this point forward, it just crashed down to the point that it brought the 50-day moving average with it. Because remember, the 50-day moving average moves with the stock. So this could be very, very good for the Bulls, because now it's easier for them to cross it and build momentum. But until 1411 is not broken through and used as support, the Bulls have no real true control, because this is way too close um, to the closing price and the 50-day moving average to even know. Because before this closing, the Bears had control. They were down here at 1309, 1307. And this point was truly in bearish territory. So the Bulls have recovered. Now, can they use this recovery to continue? That's the question for the Bulls tomorrow. And that's how we're going to know if it breaks through the 50-day moving average and it works its way towards 1411, uses it as support, and then it can continue. On the other spectrum of things, if the Bulls quickly lose control here, and that's all they were able to do, end the day looking like there's potential or momentum to go upwards or to stay above the 50-day moving average by 3 cents, the Bears can appear and start to tear this one down. And their first level of support that they want to break through is 1280. If the Bears break through 1280, this is now pulling further away from the 50-day moving average, and it can start to fall into bearish territory, showing that the Bears have gained control, and their goal is to maintain control by hitting newer lows. Two things can happen. The Bears gain full control and continue to hit newer lows and maintain this stock down here in bearish territory, or the Bulls can reappear and start to bring this one back up. So that's something significant to pay close attention to. If support is broken through, keep a close eye on the behavior of the stock and see how much more low are the Bears going to be able to tear it down into bearish territory and further away from the 50-day moving average, or where the Bulls reappear and have a point of recovering this back up. So this is going to be very, very interesting. The tug of war has really been very, very strong from both ends throughout the day, and we're going to have to see who ends up dominating this one at the beginning of the day or throughout the day as it proceeds. So we're going to have to see how this one plays out. As always, if you guys learned something new, subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button for me to let me know you watched this video. Share this with your friends and community. Thank you guys for watching, and let's make some money.